Hi everyone, this is Dale, and on this episode of IGN Deconstructed, we will be checking out Samudra. Now, fairy tales are hard to come by in this day and age. With immediate access to countless stories across different media, the days of Grimm and Andersen's simple fables of morals and wish fulfillment have become relics of a bygone era. That's not to say fairy tales do not exist in the modern world, with stories like Squid Game or BoJack Horseman being considered by some as modern fables. In any case, it takes a certain charm for a piece of media to nail that fairy tale feeling, and Samudra does it in spades. Developed by Indonesian studio Khayalan Arts, Samudra is an exceptional game from the region. One that tells an impactful story on mankind's foibles and the decay of life under the sea. Samudra is one of the 5 winners of the Unity for Humanity grant, a program within Unity Social Impact that celebrates and empowers creators who are using real-time 3D to inspire change. Each winning project is awarded funds along with mentorship and technical assistance to advance their Unity experiences. This makes Samudra the very first Indonesian studio to win this award. Uniquely designed without dialogue, Samudra is accessible across lingual and auditory borders. The team at Khayalan Arts seek to share awareness about pollution to audiences around the globe and inspire one another to take action. The profits from this project are channeled towards year-round collaborations with the Indonesian Environmental Activist Circle to minimize plastic usage in Indonesia to 70% by 2025. Samudra has players exploring the depths of the ocean as a young child clad in a striped jumper and wearing a diving helmet. The game begins with the player falling deep into a heavily polluted part of the sea, with even the murky seabed filled with trash and junk. Along the way, players will be meeting with all manner of sea life, both friendly and out to get our young protagonist. While these sea creatures are merely living their lives at the bottom of the ocean, it is those who cause the pollution of the sea that are truly the villains of this tale. As mentioned, everything in the game is told to the player visually, with not a single word of dialogue spoken or written throughout the entire game. The storybook-like visuals also perfectly captures the dire straits of the ocean and the dangers that hide within. The foreground and background features numerous layers of meticulous detail, really encouraging the player to stop and stare for a while. From plastic bags floating around the game world to an entire airplane trapped underwater, there are many sights to behold. If you thought the presentation was simple, the controls and gameplay are just as intuitive as well. Players are only able to move left and right, as well as have access to an action button. The action button is used to activate just about everything, and no clues beyond pictographic speech bubbles are conveyed to the player on what to do next. Even with this simple control scheme, Khayalan Arts managed to cram Samudra with a variety of gameplay styles. Throughout the game, players will come across quick-time events, stealth-based platforming, chase sequences, and even Bioshock-style pipe puzzles to progress. Beyond that, players will also come across a whole litany of characters. From a kraken-sized mermaid to the business suit-wearing villains that are completely unbeatable. If you're not a fan of point-and-click adventure games, then Samudra's gameplay might not be suitable for you. As action-packed as it is, Samudra takes a lot of cues from games like Another World or the early Prince of Persia games, where in-game actions are more contextual and not completely dictated by the player. Besides that, there are hidden collectibles to find within the game. The bioluminescent sea bunnies can be picked up and petted by players. There are also common household items trapped in bubbles to collect. These all require players to take the beaten path, which gives an incentive to explore, but the game can kind of glitch out when the player tries to backtrack. In a nutshell, this game takes cues from other surreal side-scrolling platformers like Limbo or Little Nightmares. Samudra similarly offers a spooky and surreal atmosphere, with the crux of the game's story focusing on mental health and the pollution of the ocean being a breath of fresh air in all regards. Overall, Samudra is a fantastic game that is not only raising awareness on a just cause, but they are also funding it as the sales for Samudra are channeled towards year-round collaborations with the Indonesian Environmental Activist Circle. If you're looking for a fantastic story, slick artwork, and engaging gameplay, Samudra is available now on Steam.